Okay, welcome back to the final episode of Finding Shaun. Episode 5. Man, I can't believe we already made it to episode 5. I know I took a week off. This should have been out last week, but with the holidays and my dad got married, I was super busy. I'm sorry. Gave you time to watch the other videos. I see everybody's watching them. Looking forward to your comments. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about us. I know Jay and Mark, they're doing a great podcast. They're doing a great job over there. Give them guys a look. Give them some comments. Let them know. They want to know. Are we doing good? Do you like what we do? Do you not like what we do? Get on there and trash talk us. I'd love to see some negative feedback. I'd love to see somebody get on there and trash talk me. I got nothing but positive things to say to you. So let us know. Um, I want to start this episode off with talking about game addiction. And this is the most extreme case of game addiction I have ever heard of. A man is suing Bethesda Game Softworks. He's not suing Bethesda Game Studios for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe the article was wrong. But he's suing them for $7,000. Now he's suing them for rupees, like 700,000 rupees or something like that. Whatever. He's from Russia. He played the game for 2 weeks straight. Somehow he accumulated 20,000 hours of gameplay in 2 weeks. Now that sounds extreme, but I guess not eating, not sleeping, not doing anything but playing the game for 2 weeks, you can possibly accumulate that much. His wife left him. He lost rights to his kid. And now he's suing. He's 28 years old and he's suing Bethesda for losses. Really? I mean, seriously now. Now, I have a slight addiction to Destiny. I've been playing Destiny for about 2 years now. Have I put a good amount of hours into there? Heck yes, I put a good amount of hours in there. Have I accomplished things in it? Yes, I've gotten a lot of cool stuff in there. Have I not played as much as other people and not accomplished as much as other people have? No, I haven't. Why is that? That's because I got a freaking life. I got priorities. I got things to do. Yes, I'm a gamer, but I work a full-time job. And I make YouTube videos. I mean, YouTube itself is a full-time job. I know I only put out YouTube videos once a week. I'd like to put them out more, but with work and everything, I make the videos as I play the games. The PlayStation 4 can only record 15 minutes of gameplay, so it's kind of a stressful stretch when you're sitting there recording 15 minutes at a time. You're like, holy crap, look at the time. Oh man, did I get that? Oh, I missed it. Been a couple times where I had to go back and do a couple things. But yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought there was a little helicopter ride for you guys. It has nothing to do with the video. I apologize for that. But I thought it was really cool. I really did. I thought this would be a good little intro to the video here. Now there's going to be some storyline coming up, so I won't do as much talking. And I have heard some feedback on the voices are a little low my voice is much higher than the actual video's voice, and I do apologize for that. Once season 2 comes out, if you guys want to see a season 2, let me know in the comments. Let me subscribe. That tells me everything right there. As long as you keep liking and subscribing, that tells me enough. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. Just keep it coming. Keep watching my videos. Keep being you. Right here we go into the memory den where we left off in the last episode. See the little computer screen right there. We are actually in the memory of Kellogg right now. We're translinked with Valentine, and she put the chip into Valentine, which took 2 people, so I used myself, a live brain, to help go in here because I'm the one walking around on these little memory cells here. And here comes our first little see it story, and I will stop talking right now. There's a knock at the door.
Mom knew how it was.
Remember,
She wasn't
you
soft,
are experiencing
but
these memories as
she
Kellogg.
loved me
This may
in her
prove
way.
disorienting at first.
And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead,
Creepily
I
staring
ended up
at Shaun.
running away. I told myself I
Whoever
wanted to
that
find
lady is.
somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Dad was either drunk or not around.
Oh, no. That's not
Guess he
Shaun,
must have
that's
run with one of the
that's
Raider
Kellogg.
gangs, but
Forgot
I
him in
never really
Kellogg's
knew what he
mind.
did.
All the way back to when he was a little
Don't
kid.
know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
This seems to be what we're looking for.
Now we're going down some more of these brain cells. But yeah, I just thought that was crazy that you could sue someone over losing your wife. In a 2-week span, she left him. He lost his wife and his kids in 2 weeks.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it.
What are you holding? Are you holding an onion?
Petty bullshit.
Cooking meth over there?
Next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me,
Nice house you got
she'd
here,
stayed in the
guys.
hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly.
He's obsessed with
lived
this
longer.
window.
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling.
He looked
into
at it like
town
7
with the
times.
world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter?
That is an ugly baby.
I never deserved her.
Little baby Mary, you gonna be an ugly girl. Look at them cheeks. Holy crap. If that was a baby doll, that'd be a scary baby doll. Sorry I cut off there about talking losing his wife in 2 weeks and his kids, but I just wanted you guys to be able to hear the story. Here comes some more story coming up. Little
How
young
did you
Kellogg,
think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
looking like a boss.
You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
That was interesting. We just busted through the door and there was nothing there. And then we went through a completely opposite pathway to get up here. That was weird. You would think you would bust the door open first to be able to go in there and see what was going on, but I guess not.
Mind if we...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted.
I feel like that's Samuel L. Jackson
They could cheat me.
on the left and
That
John
was usually
Travolta on the
when I
right, and
first
this is a
arrived
scene cut out of
somewhere.
Pulp Fiction right here,
Didn't matter to me.
but in the
I
Fallout
just took it as
universe.
part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. Suit yourself. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Totally a scene cut out of Pulp Fiction. Okay, now we go down. That's where we came from. No, no, yeah, pretty sure that's where we came from, bro. No, those are signs, and there's the cows. You already talked to the bartender. There's some freaking. There you go. Get this memory den moving. This would be really sweet to do in real life. This is like a Total Recall type simulation. This is what I feel like going through Total Recall would be like if it was real, or even the Matrix.
I wanted to see for myself if you really exist.
Even uploading your memory to a computer.
As you can see,
What do you want?
it's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running.
How sweet would this be if this was the future of the internet? This was web browsing.
That looks mostly intact.
How many crazy websites would you come across? How vulnerable would your brain be to internet hackers? Would you sustain yourself to this? If it was safe, if we were further enough in the future, people were doing this all the time?
The Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
All computers are still working.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me.
All
I
those
made
people
sure
frozen.
they knew it.
That's good. Checking through the logs.
No, they thought.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders.
There she is.
Guess the
My
only
wife and my
ones were
baby.
Loose ends. Too bad. I'm glad I didn't.
Why
have to
must
kill
she
the
take
kid.
as my child?
I'm not saying I haven't done
Why,
it.
Kellogg?
I never liked to.
It's creepy looking
Yeah.
at yourself
I guess it did remind me of.
before you actually play with yourself.
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better.
This would essentially be
But I was cocky enough
the
to
setup
assume I could
for
handle
a
some
Bethesda-style
soft,
time travel
pre-war
game.
Vault dweller, even if he somehow got
An
thawed
assassin time travel game. Kind of like
out.
the
This time those
Animus
Institute
from
bastards
Assassin's
soon get
Creed.
what's coming to them, too.
You could actually set DLC up with the memory den.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated.
I'm actually looking
degenerate
forward to
like
the memory
me.
den being utilized even more
They needed me.
in future
I
DLC,
made sure they knew
such
it.
as an Animus style gameplay, to where this is how I get to other locations.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent
Now we
memory.
finally see Shaun.
Good news, I think.
He's like 10 right there.
Wasn't my idea. to
Them
settle
magazines,
down
boy.
kid in the middle of
I need
Diamond
them
City.
magazines.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Now, I do miss the memory of this next guy walking in the room. One of them, at least. They do. I play out the story. Oh, I do grab him. Thought I missed him. I think there is somebody that I
But
missed.
the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay.
How creepy is that? That's a
One
Sith.
of these days you're gonna get your head
That is a
blown.
fully synthetic human being right there. Fake skin, fake everything. That is a robot. How crazy would that be to live to see that kind of future?
One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in,
It's gonna happen.
Rogue.
We,
Name's
we might not see it in our lifetime, but robots will see. Will be
Glowing sea.
humanoids like that. The motion, everything.
wow. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return.
See, Bethesda could even do a synth game.
He was working on
As
a
you
highly
travel
classified
through
program.
space and time, or use the memory den to travel through space and time. However, you teleport, even if you're a human, you're synth, whatever. And that's how their new Assassin style game would be. I wonder if that's what they're going to use in Dishonored. I wonder if they're going to use some memory den tactics in that. That would be cool.
Stand next to me and
I'd love to get into a teleporter like a Stargate, a Bethesda built Stargate type game.
Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip. Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't going to be any picnic. I never expected an institute.
A lot of
alien
dialogue
to
in this
give me
story.
so
That's why I
much
keep getting
trouble.
cut off.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know what you would think about a future where there would be robots uploading your memory into a computer database like this, to where this is how you surf the internet. You just plug yourself in.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see
Maybe
you
that's
again
your
soon.
part of synthetic. Maybe eventually we get so advanced that there's just robot implants in us. USB ports in the back of our necks, to where it's our cerebellum that just plugs right into a computer.
Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute.
And we can
Because
just
there
walk
is no
freely through the
entrance.
internet like this.
Let me pull you
It's a
out of
world
there
built
as
simulator.
soon as you're ready.
Or what about a game? Would you play a video game like that? Would you play a video game made by Bethesda, where you travel through memory like this and assassinate people through time? Not so much like an Assassin's Creed, not like do through more time zones, to where you go back and you assassinate Genghis Khan and come back and see how history has been altered. Maybe you could build your own storylines off of that.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what
Bethesda should make a game to where you could build your own story. Just kind of give you the open world and just kind of let you go.
Next time I
The
have to
world
watch
builds
someone's
as you
life
build your story, and there'd be
I want
multiple
power.
playthroughs and multiple ways to
Your
do it.
problem isn't enough
Cut it
to
off
do.
at
I think
60
it's
hours of
just easier
gameplay.
to
That
go
way you
out of
can
critical
you
condition.
don't
Are
feel
you
trapped
ready to
in
talk
one
about what
story,
happened in there?
and have it multiple to where at the end you've played
You were
500
looking
hours
for
a
a ride,
game.
weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together.
Have 5 or
If
6 or
either of us
7 or
miss
10
something,
different playthroughs, multiple
There's more than
characters,
one
multiple
person involved
saves,
about the Institute.
multiple
First,
possibilities.
that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists
You stopped the
did
Abraham
everything.
Lincoln
This
assassination.
changes everything. He could
You were the
answer
one that
all
killed
sorts
Martin
of
Luther
questions.
King.
Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
And if you wanted to incorporate the Stargate idea with that, you could have it,
The name says it all.
it's just
Radiation.
all incorporated into one.
So much that nothing there could possibly live.
That's a side quest area
Navigating
of going
radioactive
to a
hazards
memory den type thing and traveling
glowing sea
through
can kill a man
your
in a
memories to finish a
doesn't make
quest
sense.
of something you
Where
may
do
have
fit
forgotten
into that hell?
from your
The exposure alone.
15, 20 years ago.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think
Your
twice
character would
about
essentially
following
have to
That
be
must be it. He's
either
using the
immortal
radiation of the glowing
or
sea
have
to
lived different centuries,
They
or
want to throw them off.
because it couldn't be a copy and paste of Assassin's Creed. You couldn't just be like, I'm going into my ancestors' memories and I'm going to live through that, and I'm going to make 10 games about different ancestors.
Oh, I'm going in naked.
Had to be a completely different thought up idea.
But as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead.
Maybe you start as a child.
D-A-D.
You
Be
start
sure you find a way to get through there
you
with
start in
your
present
life
day
intact.
as a child. Not so much present day. Maybe you shoot it a little bit into the future. Kind of even it out about 2050, to where kind of futuresque.
While you were waking up.
And then you live 50 years. You upload your memory into a computer. And then you just play out a video game.
Amari.
Be careful of
I feel like I actually heard that's why I brought that whole memory uploading into a computer. I actually heard that's where we are going with technology in real life. The possibility of being able to upload your brain into a computer slightly like the Matrix and being able to essentially live immortally. The internet is the future's fountain of youth.
That was right.
Now, I know this was a short video storyline wise, but I couldn't resist this ending, this send off. I thought it was the greatest send off for season 5.
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
Guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
I couldn't resist. That it was just too good of an ending. Let me know what you guys thought of this little mini series I made here. 5 episodes long. Took a little bit over a month to get it together. I feel like we got better as we went along. Let me know what you think. Did we get better? Did we get worse? Do you like my outros? This is actually the full video I've been using the whole time. Cutting little pieces here, little pieces there, popping in different parts of the video, kind of trying to make my own little transitions. Sometimes I've used the PlayStation transitions in this one. I do use the PlayStation SharePlay as my editing system until I could get a computer and whatnot and get a better editing tool to make better videos, better content, make better videos on time next time, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be closing out here. I got another minute. These different videos actually play every time you start the game. And there was one time, and it's different days. I don't know if you have to turn your PlayStation off and turn it back on to get a different intro, but I was tired of using clips from this one. So I went into the game and I'm like, all right, I want to turn this on, and it just kept giving me the short little Bethesda start the game, let's go. And I was like, cool, whatever, I'll record that. 15 seconds, done. So I try to do it again, and I click out, go to the PlayStation menu, and go back into the game, and it's the same thing. And I'm like, no. Click out, go back, same thing. I'm like, no. Click out, go back. And it just kept, it was the same thing. So I don't know if you have to turn the PlayStation, maybe I try to turn the PlayStation off and turn it back on, I'm not really sure. I don't remember, but here goes the whole outro. I hope you enjoyed the beginning. I was going to use that for a different video. I decided to use it for this video to make it a little bit longer, and that's kind of why the ending is a little bit longer. I hope you guys liked the video. Enjoy. Like us on Facebook at Matt Archer Media. Make sure you check out Jay and Mark. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you favor me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Comment. Let me know what you liked of the video. Let me know what you liked of the series. Let me know if you want me to continue. Let me know if you don't want me to continue. I'm probably still gonna keep making videos either way. I love you. Peace.